Hello everyone, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Aniba Fauzia and my partner Rafida Surya Putri. So we are going to discuss about translation techniques that appear in public sign. Before discussing further, first I will explain what public sign is. According to Hayati, public sign are signs that are shown publicly, offering a kind of warning, direction, notification, and other closely related literal or graphical information. Examples of public signs include no smoking and emergency exit. Public signs can be found in various places. Then, what is translation? According to Kadarudin, translation is the process of transferring the meaning or message of the source language into the receptor language. Next is, what is translation techniques? So, we are using Molina and Albert theory. She quotes that there are several translation techniques used in translation, namely adaptation, substitution, literal translation, established equivalent, modulation, and description techniques. This is the article that related to the topic. We analyzed an article entitled Analysis of Translation Techniques on Public Signs in Jabodebek Light Rail Transit or LRT, published in the Scientific Journal of Social Sciences, Humanities, and Education, JISHUM. This article discusses the translation techniques used in LRT. The author uses the Molina and Albert theory, which divides translation techniques into 18 types such as literal translation, description, adaptation, etc. And this is example that we found in the article. The first one is tekan tombol dan tunggu respon to push the emergency button and wait for a response from the operator. It is considered as established equivalent because the word tekan is translated into English as push, which is a very close equivalent in this context. Next is hati-hati tangan terjepit, translated to automatic doors, mind your hands. It is considered as description because the description techniques used in this public sign is the addition of the word automatic doors before the warning, mind your hands. Last is awas bahaya terbentur, that translated into caution, mind your head. Is considered as adaptation because the phrase awas bahaya terbentur commonly found in Indonesia to warn of the risk of head injury. It's better translated not literally but using a natural and commonly used English expression such as caution, mind your head to make it clear and effective for native speakers. Next is background on the translation theory. In the article entitled Translation Techniques, Revisited a Dynamic and Functionalist Approach by Molina and Alpir. They explain that translation involves certain strategies that are chosen based on the context and communication purpose of the text being translated. They identify some of the most relevant ones for the context of public signs are literal translation, modulation, borrowing, adaptation, and transposition.
Here is names, contribution, and key ideas. Lucia Molina and Amparo Hurtado Albir are two experts in the field of translation from Spain. In 2002, they published a landmark article that established a classification of translation techniques called the dynamic and functionalist approach. This approach emphasized that translation should be adapted to its purpose and context of use. Their contribution: first, compile 18 translation techniques covering a range of strategies from literal to adaptive. Emphasize the importance of cultural context and the function of the text in determining the techniques used. Key ideas from Molina and Albert 2002. There is no single correct translation technique. The choice of techniques should be tailored to the purpose of communication and the type of text. Second, translation is a dynamic process that considers the relationship between the source text, the target text, and the audience. translation techniques in different types of media. First, in a song, the ST let it go, the TT lepaskan. Equivalence is used to deliver the same meaning and feeling in culturally natural way. Second, in a movie, the ST what the 411 those matchables, the TT bagaimana situasi makanannya. Adaptation is applied because 411 meaning information and matchable slang for snack are cultural references unfamiliar to Indonesian viewers. Third, the ST what the status on the street plastic yamables, the TT bagaimana makanan yang lihat itu. Reduction simplifies the phrase by removing playful or redundant parts. Street plastic yamables is reduced to makanan yang lihat to keep clarity. Next example from public science, the ST Musala, the TT playing room. Descriptive translation explain that a musala is for those who might not be familiar with the term. This approach clarifies clarity for international audiences. The next, the ST area merokok, the TT smoking area. Literal translation is used because both languages have an equivalent phrase with the same structure and meaning. No cultural adjustment is needed. In conclusion, mistakes in translating public sign can cause confusion and even danger. Therefore, translation should be done with proper techniques, not just changing words. With Molina and Albir theory, we can understand that translators should choose strategies based on function, context, and target culture. This is especially important for functional text such as public signs. The theory can also be applied to other media such as movie and songs, showing that translation is not just about changing words but conveying meaning appropriately and effectively. That's all from us. Thank you.